Hey guys, this is Jean-Claude. We're back going to be opening up Mass Mutation's second deck of this box. I did actually order another box for me. I have opened up all those decks, so I have 12 decks in my possession plus the one yesterday, so 13. And if you follow me on Twitter, the very first deck I opened out of that other box just so happened to have a 5-pip card. I will put it up on screen right now just so you can get a good look at it. Pretty interesting deck, had 2 of those cards. Obviously, only one had 5 pips. Alright, Yellow Archon. Shadows is the first house. Second house, Sanctum. I just want to say, the other box I opened had a staggering amount of Sanctum. It's almost like the new Brobnar as far as being included in the boxes. Last house is Untamed. The Lion That Fights Class. That's a fun little name. And Yellow Archon's always hard to see, but whoa, this guy takes up the entire picture, almost at the very tippy top. Feet are down all the way to the bottom of that circle. That's a mean looking dude right there. Alright, let's see what we got inside this thing. I don't know what the odds are, but I did open up one deck out of the entire box that had 0 enhancements. That was a little bit wild. It was a lot of fun though. I did get to play a couple games, so that was pretty nice. Just getting to test a little bit of Mass Mutation. You know, playing the games is really what helps you figure out what cards are good. It definitely helps with the channel so that I can actually really rate cards or decks in general. Sacro Beast, 5 power, 2 armor, start off with Untamed. It has Skirmish. Stampede, amber whenever you play it. If you use 3 or more creatures this turn, steal 2 amber. This was in the very first set. Call of the Archons, it wasn't that great in that set. I'm not sure how much better it could have gotten in this set. Wild Bounty, it's enhanced with a Capture Amber pip. Play, the next time you play a card this turn, resolve each of its bonus icons an additional time. Kind of a shame, it only helps if you have a lot of bonus icons in your Untamed. Low Dawn, amber whenever you play it, has a Capture Amber pip. If there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile, gain 2 amber. Shuffle each untamed creature from your discard pile into your deck. Savage Clash. Destroy each creature except the most powerful enemy creature and the least powerful friendly creature. Interesting little board wipe. Pismire, 4 power. While there are more friendly mutant creatures than enemy mutant creatures, your opponent's keys cost +2 amber. Niffleape, 3 power. When it's attacking, ignore Taunt and Elusive. This is a fine card, it has its uses, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Niffleape. I'm kind of sad they came back. Keyfrog, 2 power, destroyed. Forge key at current cost. That's a good one. Ghost Hawk, 2 power, deploy. Play, you may reap with each neighboring creature 1 at a time. Fandangle, 3 power. While you have 4 more amber, your non-untamed creatures interplay ready. That's pretty insane. You could easily be at 3 amber, play a card with an amber pip, then start playing creatures in another house. There's a lot of cool things this can do. This is one of those cards. It's a witch. These witches in Keyforge, you always want to get them off your opponent's side of the board. Oh, and there's 2 of them. Very nice. Cephaloist, I'm not sure how to say that. 4 power. While you have 4 more amber, your amber cannot be stolen. Now we're on to Shadows. It's Lyco Thief, 3 power, elusive, and skirmish. Master Plan makes a return. It's an artifact, amber whenever you play it. Play, put a card from your hand face down under Master Plan. Omni, play the card under the Master Plan, destroy Master Plan. Fun card, allows you to play cards outside of house, always a good card. Finishing Blow, amber whenever you play it, destroy a damaged creature. If you do, steal an amber. This card has gotten so much better thanks to damage pips that exist. Hopefully we find some Shadows cards that have damage pips, or at least do damage on their own, then you can just finish the creature off thanks to this card. Old Bruno with an amber pip. 3 power elusive, play, capture 3 amber. Boss Zarek, 3 power, it gave us 3 capture pips. Each friendly creature with amber on it gains elusive. Oh, that's a cool card. Subtle Auto came with an amber and a capture amber pip. 1 power, play, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. That's a good card actually. A second one of those. Rad Penny, 1 power, play, steal an amber, destroyed, shuffle it into your deck. This card combos really well with Secret Needles, and I would love to see a Rad Penny with an amber enhancement. Is that too much to ask? Nexus with the capture pip, 3 power, elusive, reap, use an enemy creature as if it were yours. Mug, amber whenever you play it, move 1 amber from a creature to your pool, deal 2 damage to that creature. Second one of those. Look over there. Play, deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, steal an amber. This is a pretty cool card. It doesn't have an amber pip. It's kind of like Relentless Whispers, except opposite. You need to make sure the creature survives. It's especially good in this set because of all the damage that's going to be spread around. Now we're on to Sanctum, it's Purify, amber whenever you play it. This is a lot of text. Purge a mutant creature. If you do, discard cards from the top of its controller's deck until you discard a non-mutant creature or run out of cards. If you discard a non-mutant creature this way, put it into play under its owner's control. This will take care of those problematic mutants, which there definitely are some, but you're replacing it with a random creature, that could be iffy. Free markets gain an amber to a maximum of 6 for each house represented among cards in play except for Sanctum. Always been a fan of this card, it will always be strong. Barrister Joya, 5 power, 1 armor. Enemy creatures cannot reap. That is a fantastic card to bring back. Baltic the Bold, 2 capture pips whenever you play it, 4 power, 2 armor. Before the fight, if the creature Baltic the Bold fights is the most powerful enemy creature, gain 2 amber. I'm not sure what most of you out there think about this card, but I am a big fan of this. I think this is a really good card. A lot of times it's 4 damage, getting 2 amber. Maybe sometimes this creature survives. It's really good. The Grey Rider, 2 power, deploy. Play, fight, reap. You may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. That goes pretty good with that Baltic, getting a lot of amber. A second one of those. Oh, 3rd Grey Rider, wow! So it's highly unlikely you get to do it, but the Grey Rider can help each other hit the rule of 6 and get yourself a lot of amber if your opponent has no creatures. Smite, capture an amber whenever you play it. Ready and fight with a friendly creature, deal 2 damage to the attacked creature's neighbors. General Salvador, 4 power, 2 armor. It enhanced our deck with 2 capture pips. A second one of those, and this one has a damage pip on it. Champion Annabelle, 6 power, 1 armor, and taunt. And the final card of the deck is Burning Glare, amber whenever you play it. This enhances the damage pip. Stun an enemy creature or stun each enemy mutant creature. That's a pretty powerful effect whenever it comes to sealed. Alright, let's look at this deck. Pulling the amber up first. And as always, got to go a little bit slower with this set because some of the creatures can actually have amber, which you are not used to looking for whenever it comes to, well, any other set, honestly. I mean, you would know by pictures like Dust Pixie, but you can have a creature you've seen a million times and suddenly like a Ghost Hawk is going to have an amber on it. Okay. So this seemed to be a pretty low amber count. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll give another one for the second mug. 10, 11, 12. Ooh, 12. Ouch. Let's get our amber control up. Okay. Once again, just going to have to go a little bit slower because this is so unfamiliar. Actually, you know, even as we get through this set, even as I get to know a lot of these cards, we're still going to have to pull up some random cards just because you got those pips there. Red Penny's very nice, and also should have been included with amber, so we'll increase that count by 1. Let's see here. Oh, man, Ghost Hawk should have been with amber. Okay, let's increase it by 3 instead. I apologize. Pismire. Yeah, I said we're just going to have this up until I get way more familiar with these cards. So barring I didn't miss any, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with Low Dawn there. Okay, very nice. Looking pretty solid overall. Let's get our creatures up, which I felt like we had a decent amount of. And I'm telling you guys, straight up, Baldric is way better than you might initially think it is. I'm a fan of that card just because I think it's going to be undervalued for quite a while. Well, that is unless you watch this channel, then you're going to understand when it comes to like sealed. Maybe you have a tournament where you have 3 sealed decks and it comes down to picking one of them and that's where you're going to play throughout the whole tournament and you're going to have that knowledge. You'll be able to get some extra wins or at least amber thanks to a card like Baldric. Okay, so 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 23, wow, that's actually pretty strong. 23 with that much amber and along with that much amber control is really powerful. I'm liking that quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get into the strategies and combos in this deck. Alright, so let's see here. Fandangle. If we can get this next to like Champion NFL, that's going to be a sweet little thing you could do. Now, obviously this turns all of our creatures into Reapers if we need them to. But it's extra good with like the Grey Riders. Being able to get the play effect and then be able to fight with it to use another creature twice is pretty strong. I like being able to use the Baldric right away. The Nexus is a very sweet target for that. Being able to immediately use your opponent's artifact, they didn't see it coming, that's awesome. Also with the Red Penny, play it, steal an amber, fight immediately, get it back into your deck so you can get some more steals. That's pretty strong. Yeah, Fandangle is just an all-around excellent card. I would love to protect that in this deck. The Untamed, otherwise, it's fine. I feel like we'll have a decent amount of amber gains. Maybe we'll actually get to use that Keyforge. This is just a really powerful card. As you guys open up Mass Mutations and you get to play with this thing, I think you're going to see this card do some insane things. No doubt. The Shadows creatures were okay. The Sanctum creatures overall were a little bit weaker. That's the one thing about this set. If you look at the Sanctum creatures, let's just pull all of them up right now. Okay, So Baldric, I love him. Champion NFL, we had that returning, that's good. General, I mean, the fact that it gave 2 capture pips each is very nice. A 4 power, I guess the 2 armor does make it a little bit better. It probably would have been too insane if it was like a 5 power 1 armor, I guess, so that's pretty well balanced. But like 3 Grey Riders seems a little bit smaller. Okay, I guess this Sanctum deck is a little bit bigger than some of my others, but their creatures do feel like they've gotten smaller. Maybe that's just a feeling, maybe just my little bit of experience I've had with this set so far makes me believe they're not as powerful as they used to be. There are some cards that don't really do too much. I don't like the odds of us playing Savage Clash in here. I think we're going to have the board for the most part. Mugs are okay. They're not really great cards. Stampede, I've gave you my opinion on that before. Smite's pretty good in here. I'm okay with that. Look over there, pretty nice. Wild Bounty. I mean, I guess we had enough to where there's a good chance we'll at least get an extra amber off the card. Did it have any on its own? I believe it had... Okay. No, it's only enhanced. Ooh. Yeah, Wild Bounty, overall, not that great of a card. That's so unfair to say, though, because it did add 2 amber pips to our deck. You know what? I take that back. Wild Bounty, overall, will probably be an okay card in your decks, because it essentially is 2 amber added. Really, this is overall a very straightforward deck. We just want to protect something like Grey Riders, use the Baldric, use the NFL to protect the Witches, the Fandangles, and something like Barrister Joya. We had no upgrades to keep alive, so that's where NFL is going to have to be doing some overtime to really protect these creatures. If we do get lucky and our opponent can't drop a creature or we control their board, I mean 2 Grey Riders next to each other, that's an instant 6 amber. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got those sort of combos. It does have some crazy sort of amber generation. Maybe if we don't go up against like the Saurians. I mean, some of those guys being 15 power, we didn't really have too many ways to deal with them. I know some of the mutants we could probably take care of with Purify, but then we're putting another creature on the board. Yes, this stuns them, but it doesn't take them off the board. I really don't know how often we'll be able to use those Grey Riders to pump out 6 amber. It really never happened too much in AOA, and I don't expect those odds to increase because of mass mutations. Alright, the way too early rating for this deck, and I'm going to be way off, no doubt. I'll give this thing a B. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.